Shalom. This is Abadan from the tribe of Benjamin. I want to say Kal Lion, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to all the elder apostles who push out the sincere truth around the four corners of the earth, and all the men of the Lord that are pushing out the sincere truth, the Hebrew Israelite men that are waking up the other Israelites around them. What's goody? How you doing, Israel? Alright, let's get into it. Today's lesson is going to be about the Ten Commandments, but specifically, we're going to talk about covet. Alright? As you can see, the Ten Commandments here. 1. I am the Lord, your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. 2. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. 3. Remember to keep holy the Lord's days. 4. Honor your father and your mother. 5. You shall not kill. 6. You shall not commit adultery. 7. You shall not steal. 8. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. 9. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. 10. You shall not covet your neighbor's goods. Alright? So today is going to be about covet, fam. So let's see here. Etymology of covet. Online etymology dictionary. Oh. Covet. To desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others. Covet, desire, lust. Alright, who's that sound like? To desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others. Covet, desire, lust after. Alright? Passionate desire, eagerness, ambition. Okay? Long for. So we should not be longing for what other men have, which is their talents, their money, right? Food, house, clothing, anything that other people have. You don't ever want to covet that because it breeds jealousy and envy within your heart, right? Covetous, desirous to obtain and possess, right? Lustful, inclined to lust. All right. So jealousy, definition.
Jealous.
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 Feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages. He grew jealous of her success, right? Envious, covetous. That's why we pulled up covetous on the etymology, all right? Desirous, resentful, grudging, begrudging, all right? Bitter. When you start envying and being covetous towards others, then you feel a bitterness within inside you, right? You start building up bitterness in you, a malicious, spiteful behavior, all right? Green, remember the old green-eyed monster, right? Greedy, selfish. That's what breeds out of covetousness, right? A woman that may be married, you're looking upon her and she might be beautiful, but if you start to lust for that woman and covet for her, right? Then you might start feeling bitter and malicious and spiteful towards her husband. Or you might, want to, have her, which is also another sin. Like one sin can lead to another sin. All right? So, jealous. So let's go. Let's see here. Let's go to the scripture. All right. Exodus 20, and we'll just read on down. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. That's Yahweh speaking. All capitals and Lord is Yahweh. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. All right? Commandment. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. All right? So, as you can see, God uses jealous. All right? But the way God uses jealous, let's go back to the definition. All right? Right here. All right? In this area. Similar. God uses jealous as a way of protective, defensive, vigilant, watchful, heedful, mindful, careful, all right? Solicitous, attentive, okay? That's how God feels about his Israelites, his children, all right? That's what he means when he says jealousy. He has jealousy towards us in that manner. All right? Let's go back to the scriptures here. So if you type in jealous, right? Then boom. Let's see examples of God explaining his jealousy. Let's go to Zephaniah 3 and 8. He got a lot of examples here, but I was checking it out earlier. I like the Zephaniah scripture to describe his jealousy. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right? So that's those last days. So Yahweh is saying his determination is to gather all the nations together and assemble them so that he can pour out his indignation and his fierce anger upon them. On the earth shall be devoured with the fire of his jealousy, right? Because he's jealous for his children of Israel and how we've been treated on this planet. All right? I like that one. Zephaniah and Zechariah 1 and 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Cry thou, saying thus, Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. Right? He's jealous for us in a protective way. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. A great jealousy, he says. Alright? That's nothing but love from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's how he feels about us. Okay? Zephaniah 1 and 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Alright? That's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai speaking on his jealousy. Right? Here's Nahum 1 and 2. God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord Yahweh revengeth, and his furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. All right? Yahweh is jealous for his Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes. Joel 2 and 18. Then will the Lord be jealous for his land and pity his people. Alright? So the Lord is jealous for his people. That's how he feels about us. That's how he's always felt about us. Jealousy and protecting and loving us, right? So let's go back to what was it at Exodus 20? Let's go back to Exodus 20. Alright. So that was showing how the Lord is jealous for his people. Alright? And he tells us that in the commandments. So let's go back down. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day and the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, and thou shalt not do any work, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, neither thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. Alright? So we want to follow the commandments, but I'm getting down to it. Let's cut down. Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, right? Don't lie. And then let's get to it. The covet. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Alright? So in today's society, that goes for cars, clothes, jobs, success, you know what I mean? Attractiveness, popularity, social media popularity, you know what I mean? And we call it haters nowadays, right? But it all comes down to covet and jealousy and envy, and you don't want to deal in jealousy and envy because it breeds malicious behavior, spiteful behavior. You get the old green-eyed monster, greedy, right? Selfish. All right. Definition of envy.
Envy.
A feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities or luck, right? So you'll get the spirit of envy on you and jealousy because you'll be looking at what another man has and being envious towards someone else's possessions, which can cause you to start being spiteful, right? Discontent. You get a bitterness, right? You start getting that hater face like this girl here, right? In this picture. When they be, So you get a bitterness. So if you covet, it breeds envy and jealousy. That's what Yahweh Hashem is trying to show us, that you can go into many more sins. So he tries to stop you from the initial planting the seed of that sin, right?
Voracious.
All right. If you covet, you get a voracious appetite. You wanting or devouring great quantities, right? Insatiable, unquenchable, unappeasable, right? Uncontrollable. Having a very eager approach, right? Compulsive, gluttonous, greedy, desirous, craving. All right? So you can see how starting off with one simple sin can grow into a voracious appetite.
Voracious.
Of sin, where you're unappeasable now, unquenchable, unsustainable, right? That's when men start stealing and killing and taking what other men have. They never stop. They continue in that bloodthirst for money, and they kill to take what they want because they're always going to be unappeasable, right? Unquenchable, uncontrollable, compulsive, gluttonous behavior, greedy, all starting from breaking one commandment, covet. All right? Covetous. So, what men on the planet do you know has wanted to desire to obtain and possess other men's things, right? So, covetous leads to, lust. All right? Uncontrollable desire for things. And starting off sinning a little bit could lead you to major sin. And it can get uncontrollable and you'll be unappeased, right? So that's what today's lesson is about. Covet, the commandment of covet. And God's jealousy towards us is that he loves us. And, if we don't follow the commandments or we break his laws, once you get close to him, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai will punish you if you're not following in his ways correctly, right? And he's shown us that. So, you don't want to build up no jealousy or be jealous.
Jealous.
You don't want to be envious or covetous or desirous or resentful or build up bitterness or malicious, spiteful feelings or behavior within yourself. All right? So we want to follow that commandment, and I'm just showing you how one simple sin could lead to a mountain of sins. So we want to stay away from starting off with one sin, and if we follow the 10 commandments, then we'll stay away from messing up and breaking the 613 laws. All right, they all lead together. So there are 613 commandments. Let's look that up for you guys. Let's see. So there's 613 commandments in the Bible, right? You know, and just following those 10 will keep you from messing up and going into other commandments, right? Just following a simple one will keep you from doing a lot of other things. So God specified those 10 so that we won't fall into idolatry and following other gods and wizardry and trying to, ghosts and magic. And, men must not shave their beards and men must not shave their hair off, right? So there's so many of them. But if we follow just the 10 commandments, it's going to keep us from messing up and falling out of all the commandments that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is requesting from us. All right? So, no jealousy, no envy. All right? And let's keep with these commandments. And don't covet your neighbor's wife, and don't covet your neighbor's goods. All right? Don't want what another man has. Just pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to give you your cup full of what you need, all right? All right, that's today's lesson. And with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.